position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Fleming. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Wants to return it. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Seminoles. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Turbin. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Breaks the tackle and runs through another one. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Fleming. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He just missed the target on that one, got to put it on his body.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. The quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got the quick pass. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that 1st.
The Noles are on the move. Red pass, it's complete. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The running back has it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well give it to him again. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Nice
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the single running back. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Longhorns. He got a step and just dusted the field. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fleming. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Lots Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there.
Get set. Get set. Ready, go.
On the move, it's Cooper. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Sends it back in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to pass. It's Turbin. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Coles. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
After that last completion, it's second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Knowles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's now up to 64 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on the play.
They give it to him again. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets the back moving. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense. They're anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Turbin. He unleashes a long one. Snatches it on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's not afraid to go deep. Wide open. He makes the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Timeout, Texas.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's John. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Using his legs, it's Harris. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas, 21.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Here comes the Texas offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Turbin. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Looking for a crease, it's Harris. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, better look out! Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Puts it out of the air. They stop it almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Wants to throw. It's Turbin. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City. And the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's John. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a 1st down for you.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's John. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Motion from the wideout. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Looking for room, it's Harris. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Combs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Slithers into space. There he goes. The 40, the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Big fullback's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go!
The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. Third down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 18 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Turbin. Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Sails one into the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Texas 42, Florida State 38.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Fleming. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Line getting set on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. to turn the corner on the right. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air, it's Turbin. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.